Hello mga kapatid, magandang gabi sa inyo. At meron akong nakita na na YouTube channel, The Miracle Witness, no? Pakinggan natin ito. May isang satanista base sa account na ito na pumupunta daw sa last 2024 October 31 sa mismong shrine, sanctuary ni San Carlo Acutis. Dito po ang nakatestimonya dito yung nanay niya, no? So 13 minutes lang ang i-share ko sa inyo at pakinggan natin at elaborate natin mga kapatid. Isang satanista, ang pangalan ng satanista, 34 years old. Ang pangalan niya ay si Damiano Ferrete, 34 years old, no, satanista. No, pumupunta daw ito sa sanctuary. So pakinggan natin yung testimonya mismo ng nanay ni San Carlo Acutis. 12 minutes po ito. So, pakinggan natin, ipakita ko sa inyo mga kapatid.
What I witnessed on October 31st, 2024, Halloween night, will forever change how I understand the power of my son's intercession. My name is Antonia Salzano. I am 54 years old, and I am the mother of Blessed Carlo Acutis. For 18 years, since Carlo died on October 12th, 2006, at the age of 15 from acute leukemia, I have been sharing his legacy and documenting the miracles that continue to happen through his intercession. But nothing, absolutely nothing, had prepared me for what I would witness that night in Assisi, when a Roman Satanist leader came to Carlo's tomb with the intention of publicly mocking his sanctity and ended up experiencing the most dramatic conversion I have ever seen.
Isang Roman Satanist, no? Ang pumupunta base sa account na ito, bumibisita ni Carlo Acutis to mock and to desecrate the sainthood of Carlo Acutis. At ito mismo na nakita po ito ng nanay, actual na nakita ng nanay niya. No,
And who arrived that night was Damiano Ferretti, a 34-year-old who called himself the Master of Darkness. For months, he had been producing disturbing online content, specifically mocking young Catholic saints, profaning religious images, and publicly challenging what he called the impotence of God through blasphemous rituals that attracted thousands of followers on digital platforms. Carlo Acutis had become a special target of his attacks. Damiano would mock the fact that a privileged teenager who played with computers was considered a saint, ridiculed his devotion to the Eucharist as infantile superstition, and constantly challenged Carlo to manifest himself if he truly had supernatural power. But what happened that Halloween night revealed a truth about the battle between good and evil that goes far beyond anything I could have imagined about my son's continued mission from heaven. Let me tell you exactly what I witnessed, because this story needs to be told in all its stunning detail. In early October 2024, disturbing videos began circulating on social media. Damiano Ferretti, who had built a following of over 180,000 subscribers on various platforms, was launching what he called Operation Mockery, a systematic campaign to ridicule Catholic saints, particularly young ones like Carlo Acutis, Saint Therese of Lisieux, and Saint John of Arc.
So, propaganda pa mga kapatid. So dito, sa storyang ito, ay na-witness ng nanay ni Carlo Acutis, no? So, patuloy nating pakinggan mga kapatid.
Provocative. He would dress in black robes, surround himself with inverted crucifixes and satanic symbols, and deliver monologues that combined theological knowledge with blasphemous interpretations designed to shake the faith of young Catholics who might stumble upon his videos. But Carlo had become his obsession. In video after video, Damiano would hold up photos of my son, pictures of Carlo at his computer, Carlo receiving communion, Carlo smiling with that joy that characterized his short but luminous life, and systematically mock everything he represented. "Look at this kid," he would say, his voice dripping with contempt. Born May 3rd, 1991 in London to wealthy parents, moved to Milan as a baby, died at 15 from leukemia on October 12, 2006. And now the church wants us to believe he's a saint because he liked computers and went to mass every day? Where were his miracles when he was dying in that hospital bed? Where was God's power when this saint needed it most? The videos were getting millions of views. Young people were commenting, some defending Carlo, others expressing doubt about their faith. I was receiving messages from parents around the world worried about their children's exposure to this content. The situation was becoming a spiritual emergency. On October 20th, Damiano posted what he called his ultimate challenge. The video showed him standing in front of a map of Italy, pointing directly at Assisi. "I'm going to prove once and for all that these so-called saints have no power," he declared. On Halloween night, October 31st.
So, ang plano ni Damiano ay pupunta sa sanctuary. Damiano Ferretti, 34 years old na satanista. No? Sina-challenge niya yung intercession ni Carlo Acutis, mga kapatid. So, patuloy natin pakinggan, mga kapatid, itong storya niya.
First, I will go to the tomb of Carlo Acutis in Assisi. I will film myself mocking him directly at his burial site. If he's really a saint, if he really has power, let him stop me, let him manifest, let him do something. The video ended with him burning a prayer card of Carlo while laughing maniacally. When I saw that video, my first reaction was pure maternal rage. How dare someone threaten to desecrate the place where my son rests?
So, nag-challenge na siya sa kanyang sariling account. At nakita po ito ng nanay dahil ito lang santo na buhay pa yung nanay, no? Si Saint Carlo Acutis, hanggang ngayon buhay pa yung nanay niya. At so nagalit yung nanay dahil may plano yung mga satanista sa sanctuary ng anak niya.
How dare they turn his tomb into a stage for blasphemy? I immediately contacted the authorities in Assisi, spoke with the guardians of the sanctuary, and considered every legal option available to prevent this sacrilege. But that night, something extraordinary happened during my prayer time. As I knelt before Carlo's image in our home in Milan, the same house where he had spent his last years, the same room where he had worked on his exhibitions about Eucharistic miracles, I felt a peace that made no earthly sense. It wasn't just calm, it was the kind...
So, nagdasal yung nanay niya nung nalaman niya ito, na incoming October 31, yung mga satanista ay pupunta doon sa sanctuaryo ni San Carlo Acutis. So, nagdasal siya, tumawag siya ng mga civil authority, at nataman niya yung supernatural peace dahil kinokonsul siya ni Carlo Acutis.
Of supernatural tranquility that I had learned to recognize as Carlo's way of communicating with me from heaven. During these 18 years of spreading his legacy, I had experienced this peace before major miracles, before important conversions, before moments when my son was orchestrating something beautiful from paradise. As I prayed, I heard in my heart, not audibly, but with absolute clarity, what felt like Carlo's voice. "Mama, don't worry. This man thinks he's coming to challenge me, but I'm inviting him to encounter love. Trust me." The certainty was so strong that I made a decision that shocked everyone around me. Instead of trying to prevent Damiano's visit, I decided to be present in Assisi to witness whatever...
So, na-sense niya, mga kapatid, na yung presensya ng anak niya. At sabi niya na wag mong pigilan si Damian sa pagbisita sa akin. Dahil I will show him the love and trust of God. So, yan ang sinasabi niya sa kanyang nanay. So, instead, pigilan si Damiano Ferretti na magsagawan ng kanyang satanic ritual sa harap ng sanctuary mismo ni Saint Carlo Acutis. So, pumupunta siya doon. Pumupunta siya doon at nag-witness at naghintay ni Damiano Perete. Patuloy natin pakinggan.
Carlo had planned. On October 25th, I received a call from Father Francesco Patton, the guardian of the sanctuary of Santa.
So, si Father Francisco Patton, tumatawag sa kanya October 25. So, yung plano sa mga satanista, pupunta sa aatake sila doon sa October 31 dahil Halloween night yun eh. So, nagpaalam na siya sa custodian, si Father Francisco.
Maria degli Angeli in Assisi, where Carlo's body lies. Signora Antonia, we're deeply concerned about this Halloween incident. We've reinforced security, but we're worried about possible disturbances. Perhaps you should stay away that night. But the peace I had felt during prayer remained unshakable. Father, I told him, if this man wants to challenge Carlo, I need to be present to witness what will happen. My son is preparing something special. I arrived in Assisi on the afternoon of October 31st.
So,
The city felt
yung plano nila is October 31, pupunta yung mga satanista, to mark the incorruptible body of Saint Carlo Acutis.
different that day. There was a spiritual tension in the air,
So,
as if heaven and hell.
Si Antonia, yung nanay ni Carlo, nauna na doon. So, sa afternoon sa October 31, nauna na siya doon.
Were preparing for battle. I went immediately to Carlo's tomb, spending hours in prayer and preparation for whatever was to come. The sanctuary was unusually quiet. Word of Damiano's planned visit had spread, and many of the usual pilgrims had decided to stay away. Only a few brave souls remained, mostly elderly Italian women who had been praying the rosary continuously since dawn. Father Francesco showed me the
So, yung iba ay umuwi dahil natatakot sila, di mga satanista yung pupunta doon sa October 31st, sa araw ng Halloween, mga kapatid.
security measures they had implemented. We can't legally prevent him from entering the sanctuary, he explained. But we have cameras everywhere. Security personnel ready to intervene if things get out of hand, and we've contacted local police. As evening approached, I positioned myself behind one of the large stone pillars in the sanctuary, from where I could observe Carlo's tomb while remaining hidden. I had brought my own small camera, feeling somehow that I needed to document whatever was about to unfold. At exactly 11:45 p.m., they arrived. Damiano Ferretti entered the sanctuary, followed by 3 companions, all dressed in black clothing adorned with satanic symbols. He was taller than I had expected from his videos, about 6 feet tall, thin, with long dark hair and multiple piercings. His presence seemed to carry a weight of darkness that made the very air feel heavy and oppressive. He was carrying professional filming equipment and was clearly under the influence of alcohol or drugs. His movements were exaggerated, his voice unnaturally loud in the sacred silence of the sanctuary. His 3 companions, 2 men and 1 woman, all appearing to be in their 20s, moved like a pack, feeding off each other's negative energy.
All you need is an idea. Because with Replit, anyone can build apps in seconds.
Wait muna. Okay. Ito yung
Damiano
nanay niya,
announced to his camera, his voice echoing irreverently through the sacred space. The tomb of the so-called Blessed Carlo Acutis, a rich kid who was born on May 3, 1991 in London, moved to Milan as a baby, and died of leukemia at 15 on October 12, 2006. Beatified on October 10, 2020, in this very city of Assisi. The church wants us to believe he's a saint because he was good with computers and liked going to Mass. He approached Carlo's tomb with deliberate disrespect, his boots echoing loudly on the stone floor. Where is your power now, Saint Carlo? Where is your famous intercession? I'm here to prove that you're nothing but a dead teenager whose
Carlo
wealthy
Acutis.
family bought him a place in Catholic folklore. For the next 15 minutes, I watched in anguish as this man systematically mocked everything my son represented. He ridiculed Carlo's devotion to the Eucharist, calling it obsession with crackers and wine.
Grabe.
He mocked his computer skills, saying, "Any kid today could build a better website than your precious exhibition of Eucharistic miracles." He blasphemed against the very idea of sanctity, against the church, against everything sacred. His companions encouraged him, laughing at his jokes, filming everything for what they clearly planned to be viral content that would damage faith and mock believers worldwide. But I continued to feel that strange peace. Even as my heart broke watching my son's memory being desecrated, I knew Carlo was preparing something extraordinary. And if this channel has been an answer for you, consider leaving a super thanks. This financial help, however small it may
So,
seem, sustains this mission and allows us to continue bringing deep and transformative content to more lives that need this word. At exactly 12:15 a.m. on November 1st,
PM.
the Feast of All Saints, everything changed. Damiano was in the middle of a particularly vicious blasphemy when he suddenly stopped mid-sentence. His face, which had been twisted with mockery and arrogance, suddenly shifted to confusion, then to something approaching terror. "Do you guys see that?" he asked his companions, pointing
So,
toward Carlo's
si
tomb with a
Damiano ay may nakikita na siya lang makakita, mga kapatid.
trembling finger. There's a light coming from the tomb." His three companions looked where he was pointing, but clearly saw nothing unusual. "Damiano, there's no light," one of them said nervously. "You're just drunk, man. Let's finish this and get out of here." But Damiano was backing away from the tomb, his whole body beginning to shake violently. "There's someone there," he whispered, his voice now barely audible. "There's a boy. He's wearing glasses. He's smiling at me." I watched from my hiding place as this man who had arrived radiating hatred and arrogance began to crumble before my eyes. The transformation was so dramatic, so immediate, that even his companions were becoming frightened. "He's saying my name," Damiano continued.
So, mini-mention daw siya ni St. Carlo Acutis Damiano.
Tears now beginning to stream down his face. "How does he know my name? He's saying, 'Damiano, I've been waiting for you to come.'" His camera fell from his hands, clattering loudly on the
Nahulog daw yung camera niya. No?
stone floor. His companions rushed to his side, but he was becoming increasingly inconsolable. "He's showing me things," Damiano sobbed. "He's showing me. Oh God, he's showing me everything I've done wrong, every person I've hurt, every soul I've led astray, every moment of darkness I've chosen over light."
So, pinakita siya sa mga pagkakamali niya. So, mismo si San Carlo Acutis ang sumagot sa mga tanong niya. No? At na-amaze siya.
"What I witnessed next will remain burned in my memory forever. This man who had come to mock and blaspheme fell to his knees before my son's tomb.
So, kita nyo, itong satanistang ito, mga kapatid, ay lumuhod, no, sa harap ni Carlo Acutis. Ang pangalan niya ay si Damiano Ferretti, 34 years old. Mga kapatid, 34 years old, isang satanista. So, yan po ang i-share ko muna sa inyo ngayon, mga kapatid. At salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. Yan lang po ang yung the power, yung kapangyarihan ng mga ng mga santo during exorcism natin, mga kapatid. Yung litany of saints, grabe, no? So, sana po kayo nandito, lalo na yung mga kabataan. Dapat meron tayong patron saint, ha? Tawagin nyo yan lagi. Ang patron saint ko po ay si Saint Anthony Maria Claret. October 24 yung kanyang fiesta, no? Sa yung example ko sa isa po ay Arsobispo, santo din, no? Sa yung idol natin. At siya yung patron saint ko bilang pari. And then pangalawa ay si Rose of Lima. August 23 siya naging August 23 siya, yung fiesta na, yun po yung ka-birthday ko. Ah, pangalawa, si San Miguel Arcangel. Sa CFD, si Saint Robert Villamin, yung santo natin. Sa exorcism, si Saint Michael the Archangel po. So yan po muna yung isi-share ko sa inyo ha. Fighting Maria at FD with a humble heart po. God bless.